good this evening. That's kind of a little impromptu. Oh man, my Pepsi's not that cold. It's not going to be a good live feed. A little bit of an impromptu live feed. I'm sure everybody will start rolling in here in a minute. I didn't schedule this one ahead of time, so it's going to take a little while for everybody to find us. But I am sure they will eventually do that. So let me see what. Oh, hold on. I got to find myself over here so I can catch up with the comments. Hello, buddy. How are you? Got a few people rolling in. Farm Boy, Jay Scott. Yeah, we got everybody rolling on. The Jeff, if you're watching this on the live feed, I am still on my iPad. I have not had time to set anything up, so I'm gonna have to run solo on this one. Andy, Cody, holy cow, everybody's rolling in at once. Richard, Kenny, David Fisher, George, Michael, Anthony, Keith, Andy, old school. Where are you guys all coming from? You're coming out of the woodwork. Holy cow. What's up, everybody? It's been a while since we've been live, man. It has been crazy busy here. We have been running ragged. The weather has not been cooperating. It has been from Germany. Jonathan Decker, holy cow. What time is it in Germany? North Dakota? You guys are from all over. Anyways, yeah, it has been crazy. So a couple things I want to hop on here, catch up with you guys, and most importantly, there will be a clip in tomorrow's video as well. As you guys know, I'm the History Channel, so everything's a little bit behind. But we got a pretty damn cool Happy Father's Day. Yes, Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to every the fathers out there for sure. I appreciate that. We got a really cool event coming up this Friday. So this coming Friday, June 20th, at Lincoln Park Speedway in Putnamville, Indiana, the National Equipment League is going to have a Clash of the Champions at the racetrack. So I'm not for sure. They're keeping me in the dark on what's going on. Bill, the commissioner, won't tell you what's going on. But me and Brian are going to be competing Locks of New York. Thank you. Hopefully it's a cold one. This one's not cold. I should have checked that before I come on live. But me and Brian are going to be competing with each other. Diesel and Iron right there, also known as Diesel and Tears, if you guys see my short. Mr. Mouths a lot. Yeah, that guy right there. Brian, jump in the comments here if you want to. We like giving each other a hard time. If you knew how much crap talking was going behind the scenes, we'd probably be removed from YouTube. But anyways, we're good friends. We have a good time with it. We're going to be at Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana, competing against each other. Jeff is going to be there racing. He's going to be the real hero of the night. And most importantly, if you guys want to come watch us compete, we're also going to take the time to, I'm not going to call it a meet and greet. We're just going to have a hangout there at the racetrack. We're just going to have a hangout there at the racetrack. So Jeff, myself, Bill at this point, Bill's a celebrity himself, Bill Everman. If you guys want to come, if you're close, if you're not close, it's worth the drive in. The way our event is going to go, from the way I understand it, if Bill's in the comments, he can correct me. We're going to do our event rain or shine. So even if the race rain's out, you're still going to get to see us. The race is going to be a little bit weather dependent, but the long range forecast looks pretty good for that night. So Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana, next Friday, this coming Friday, the 20th. Put it on your calendars. Hopefully we get to see a bunch of you guys out there. Everybody wants to know where we're going to be at, when we're going to do stuff. This is one of the locations we will be doing stuff, and this is going to be probably one of the coolest ones. Coolest ones we did. Derek, Jeff's racing the 410 wing spring car. What we're racing, I am not for sure yet. I've heard rumors. Matthew, that question needs to go the other way. I'll leave it at that. What we are going to be racing, I've heard rumors it's a CTL, but I do not know for sure. But Jeff will be racing the 410 sprint car, so we'll see how that all goes down there in Chinese mini excavator races. I think that's going to be a little slow pace there, Diesel and Tears, for this ordeal. Hopefully we got something with a little more pep in his step. He has to run the little Chinese ones because he can't afford a real one. John Ward, how you liking the 235 versus the 210? Got about $100 on the 235 now, and so far I'm really liking it. There's a few things that are, cab's not quite as spacious. There's a few things that's lacking versus the other one. But there's more positives than there are negatives. The balance has not really been a concern, which was my biggest concern. I do like the compact radius for maneuverability. I also like the ability to load a truck closer. Yeah. Jeff, if it's a Kubota race, I guess it'll be the first one to see who don't break down, because the only way one of us is going to, they're both going to break down, so it's going to be who's going to go the farthest when they break down. Ain't the size of the machine, it's the smoothness of the motions. That's what guys with inequipped equipment say, Mr. Diesel and Tears. That's exactly what I'd be typing as well if I had the inappropriate equipment for the job. So, how's Jerry doing? I get a lot of questions about Jerry. Jerry's doing good. Jerry's doing good. He has been working for another farmer, so we haven't really seen him. Haven't really seen him a whole lot on our jobs, but hopefully we'll get him out on something this summer, and we'll get him going. So, but I still talk to Jerry. Jerry's been retired since the Jack, Delphi, Indiana. You're not too far away from Lincoln Park. You should come down to visit us, bud. Lincoln Park Speedway, June 20th. It's this coming Friday. We will be there. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a good time. Come hang out. I don't know what all Bill's got planned. For some reason, he's keeping me in the dark on some of the details, but I'm sure it's going to be a good time. How's the overall feel between the two machines, the 120 versus the 210? They're very similar. I honestly like the way the 235, operates a little bit better. It's got the same power, and it's got a similar balance, but it does have that little bit of speed that the 210 was lacking. So I do like that a lot better, and I cover this in some upcoming videos. It does, and this was my biggest fear. So far, it is using a lot more fuel. It's using about 1.5 gallons more an hour, which is quite a bit. But it's, like I said, it's a give and take. I don't think the speed's directly related to the horsepower. I think it has to do with some programming. How's the 140? The Case 140 is amazing. I don't know how much longer this thing's going to stick around. RPM variance is about the same. They both run 1800 to 2200, depending on the settings. The 140, I love that machine. Absolutely love that machine. I don't know. Hopefully I'll find a way to make it stick around. There's some positive conversations in that direction, but nothing's official yet. So we'll see. And actually the 850 dozer is, 850 dozer is growing on us too. And if you guys follow me on my members or Patreon channel, you kind of know I kind of went into a little bit of a behind the scenes conversation about how that's going. Some of that stuff I just can't talk publicly, so I post over there just to get it off my chest, and behind the scenes stuff, which is on the members and the members in the Patreon channel. And if you guys don't want to pay money for that, I completely get it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You ain't going to miss out on anything. It's just some stuff that can't go public, so it is what it is. What's the chances of, John wants to know what the chances of the 850M sticking around are? They're looking good, but I hate to promise you guys anything because these things, I hate to promise you guys anything because these things are so fluid and change so much. It's you just never know what's going to happen. So it's looking good, but it's not official. Is the best way I know to describe it to you. Hopefully in the next hopefully here in the next month we'll have an official decision on the 140, the 120, and we got some other cool stuff in the works as well. So I've seen some out here asking about how's the new dump bed. Old schools want to know how the new dump bed's doing. It's doing good. We got like hurried up and got the bed on the truck, and then it rained like nonstop. So we went like 2 months without using it. But we have got some jobs in with it. 2 big jobs we've gotten done with it so far, and it's doing really good. No major issues whatsoever. David Anderson just kind of covered the 235. Yeah, I'll still liking the 235. Hillbilly Arms. No. We got some, as you guys may have even, I kind of sneak peeked it in the thumbnail of this live feed. We got some awesome videos coming with some new shoes on Bubba Dump, so stay tuned for that. Matthew, how's the 120 doing? The 120 is still doing awesome. It's actually hauled out on the job about an hour away from here, and we were just about done with that job. It's still hanging in there like a champ. So 120 is an amazing machine. So yeah, Merle, if you guys seen Captain Cleveland's channel, he about rolled over my new dump bed. Luckily, he was smart enough to stop and called for help, and we were able to get him out of here. I don't know what I would ever do. That poor old loader. Brett Jensen, what DPTR merch? You have to remind me what you're talking about there. Yeah, at least if you haven't seen, Captain Cleveland's got to post it on his video. He was smart enough to towing and recovery. Gotcha. You still have the undercarriage on Bigfoot to do. That shouldn't be very pricey. 46 Rambo. I don't know what your definition of not very pricey is, but about 60 grand, $70,000 is what we're looking at. That's pretty pricey in my book. So we do have plans to put new undercarriage. We got plans to put a whole new everything underneath the tile plow. I just wanted to get the tile plow in operating order, go out, do a few jobs with it, see how it performed before I dropped another 70 grand in this thing. And this thing has proved its worth to now drop more money into it. So I didn't want to put, I've already put a lot of money into this thing, and it worked fine. It did what I needed to do. I knew the undercarriage was trash. But now that I know we got good bones and it's going to do what I need to do, and it's going to up the efficiency enough to justify the investment, I feel much more comfortable investing that $60,000, $70,000 into it now to take it to the next level. Because every tile plow on the market, even the ones built new today, are one-off custom-built machines. So we can basically custom build this thing up. You know, we got everything in good working order. Up to this point, so now we can just keep upgrading as we go. And everybody keeps, Bill Davis, everybody keeps saying the tile plow needs weight in the front. I don't know how to describe this, but no. So the 850 tile plow has a weight in the front because it adjusts elevation by vertically moving the ripper up and down. So you have to have the weight in front to stabilize, to offset that movement. This tile plow does not do that. It adjusts pitch by pitching this up and down. This part floats. So adding weight to the front of this thing would actually hurt it. It would help with traction, but it actually hurt it in some other ways. Mainly because of the way the shank controls its elevation. The pitch control is the much more common way that the majority of tile plows out there do, because it turns the bottom of the plow into one great big straight edge, and it really helps it guide along the ground. The way the 850 works is the unconventional way, and that's why the boot's so much shorter on it, and that's why the weight is so much more important. The weight on the front of the 850 is less for traction and more for helping maintain grade to keep the dozer from doing this teeter-totter motion as that ripper is going up and down to adjust grade, because you're pushing and pulling against the dirt. Where this way here, you're just nosing up, nosing down as it's guided along, and you're not lifting or falling on the actual tile plow itself. So the thought process of the weight if you're going to put weight on this tile plow, you don't really want to put it on the front or the back. You really want to put it in the center. And this thing don't really need a whole lot of more weight. It just needs a little more bite. And I'll go into a whole lot more detail about that when we put the videos out about that. But there is so much science that goes behind the way these machines operate and the way they grade and the way they do what they do. And I don't know it all. I'm still learning. But hanging a weight off the front of that machine does not have the same effect as hanging the weight off the 850 dozer. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I don't know. I get that comment a lot. Everybody comments about the finals and this, that, and there. You guys got to remember, this plow's put in millions and millions of feet of pipe just the way it is. And where this plow come from is they have a little bit of softer ground and a little bit of different conditions. And yeah, it's an ever chasing target, I guess is the best way to put it. Will a new undercarriage be driven from the rear? Yes, Mike. So the reason the undercarriage is on this plow now, if you guys watch the videos of the build, is because it's an old school. The drive motors are actually mounted up high, and if you turn it around backwards, the drive motors would interfere with the shank. The undercarriage we're going to put on it is a modern style. Everything's self-contained in the hub, so we can turn them back around and put them all the way they're supposed to, and that'll help in a lot of different ways as well, as far as traction and stuff. So Locks New York says, I think the tile plow needs some monster grousers. So that's a whole other conversation, because in certain situations you are correct, but then you get into hard ground situations and monster grousers just absolutely kill you because you can't do anything with them. At that point you need contact patch for friction versus penetration for pull. So we got Clint from CNC Equipment. Somebody asked a while ago if Trucker Track. I did talk to Trucker Track, but it ended up being a really custom build. And Clint, CNC Equipment, helped us out. He's posted a few pictures on his Facebook and Instagram of the tracks he built for us. So there's a lot to this. And it's one of those, you're never going to catch all the scenarios. But we're going to try to get as close as what we can to making this work. So it's there's a lot to it, and I'm still learning. And this is an old plow we're basically modernizing, but it honestly performed considerably better than I anticipated. We've done several big jobs with it sometimes. Matthew, do you wish you had a blade on the 235 like Andrew's? No. I purposely ordered mine without a blade because that machine is too heavy, and we are in too many soft ground applications. And with a compact radius machine, that's one thing they don't do very well, is lift themselves up. And if you get a blade on it down here working these river bottoms, you're just begging for trouble. Now on a smaller machine like a 140, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a blade on it, but no, I'm very, very thankful. I got a bulldozer. I don't need a blade on that size machine. And the other thing is, when you get into that size machine, transport, I don't know how much Andrew hauls his around. I honestly don't know. I don't think he moves his around a whole lot. I think he pretty much works on his own stuff, so transport's not an issue. With us, we may be on 3 or 4 different jobs a week. This thing's constantly being transported, and that extra weight ends up becoming an issue. So hopefully that explains why we don't have a blade on it. So, but yeah, back to the tile plow. I don't know, me and Aaron discussed this a little bit. I don't know if it's twice as fast as the 850. It really depends on the situation, but it is considerably faster than the 850. And mostly because they both do a good job of putting tile on the ground, but I can put tile on the ground faster and deeper, and I can hold grade at a faster speed, I guess is the best way. I can hold my accuracy while traveling faster. So yeah, it's proved to be, I mean, we still got a few bugs to work out of it. We put a couple $100 on it this year, put a couple 100,000 feet of pipe in with it. And we had some minor issues. You guys seen us kind of work through those, and the undercarriage being our biggest battle. And we just kind of, I don't know, monkey screwed that together. But, monkey screwed that together to get through the season because we knew we were putting all this new undercarriage on. So, yeah. Will Smith, did you ever figure out the overheating issue? Yeah, for the most part. The reality of it is the radiator in the machine is just absolute joke. Everybody keeps pointing to our grill. What you guys don't understand is there's a huge hole below that grill. There's a I don't know, it's probably a 4x2 hole that it can suck air up through without even having to come through the grill. So starving the radiator of air is just not an issue. The couple issues we had is you guys did point out, one issue was we didn't seal between the hood and the radiator, so the circulating air around, hot air was going back through. So I got some spray foam in there and kind of did a half-assed job of getting that sealed up. And then the way the fan shroud's made, it's not evacuating air out very well. So I think that's going to be on a list. I think we're just going to put a whole new radiator in it, a new fan shroud, and we may even go electric. I don't know yet. But that's so priority on the tile plow is undercarriage, absolute first. Upgrade the cooling system. What we did upgrade as far as the hydraulic has worked amazing. So we're going to upgrade the engine cooling system, get that figured out, and then I'd love to build and put a cab on it. But that is going to be to be determined if we got time for the cab. So, Toxic Gamer 2015, talked about that a little bit earlier. 11 to 235 so far. Yeah, I seen Clint go to Icebox Radiator out there. They're out west somewhere, right? Henry's Adventures cabins are doing good. Tile plow engine's more solid than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's an 8.3 Cummins. I'm not a huge Cummins fan, but it's mechanical injection. Them are really good old engines. My biggest concern now at this point is if we get this new undercarriage on there, we should be able to up our speed a little more, which is going to upload the load on the engine a little bit, which is why we got the engine to run within reason. On a long, hard pull, we were only seeing about 200 degrees, which ain't horrible. We were around 180, 190 the most of the time. But Icebox is in Oregon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to those boys. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this thing. I'll see what they got going on, but I appreciate that. But if we put this new undercarriage on and up our speed and up our efficiency, we may up engine load, which means we're going to upgrade heat. So that's why I want to kind of get, not that we kind of got our problem fixed for now, but I'm afraid that problem's going to reoccur when we push it a little bit harder. We got a bunch more people that just jumped in here. So real quick, we'll let everybody know we got a really cool event coming up this Friday. We're going to be at Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana. It's just outside of Indianapolis, right off of, it's not 70. It's right, look it up. I don't want to send you guys the wrong direction. But Jeff's going to be racing the 410 sprint car. Me and Brian are going to be doing a Clash of the Champions for National Equipment League at some point throughout the night, which should be a good time. And then most importantly, we're all going to hang out after the races. We're going to stick around and hang out. Even if the race gets rained out, we're still going to be there. So if you guys are worried about the weather coming in, just come on in. The weather is actually looking good, but we're going to be there. Jeff's going to be there. Me and Aaron are going to be there. Brian, Diesel and Iron's going to be there. Bill Everman, the commissioner, is going to be there. I'm sure there's a few others that will show up. But man, if you guys, this is going to be an awesome event. You got kids want to come out, hang out with us. Just off US 40, Ground to Glory said. I knew it was something. I almost said 70 there, Jeff. Come on over, hang out with us, and it's going to be a good time. Like I said, we are going to be there, rain or shine. The weather forecast looks good, and hopefully we'll get some racing in. It's going to be opening night for Jeff. Should be a good time, but it's going to be this Friday. It's not going to rain. The official weatherman says it's not going to rain. You see Jeff in the comments. So if it rains, everybody blame Jeff. But no, it's going to be a good time. So hopefully you guys, everybody wants to know when we're going to come out. where you can come meet us and where you can come hang out with us. This is going to be one of your opportunities. It's going to be this Friday at the Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana, just off Indiana 40, outside of Indianapolis. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can make it over there and hang out with us. Share if anybody's interested in racing or coming to meet us. Let us know. I don't know for sure where the next meetup's going to be. It might be this October in Louisville at the Utility Expo, but this is the only one scheduled for now. Dallas Davis, man, I appreciate that. Thank you a whole lot. I'm trying to get as many comments as I can here. Everything's kind of flowing through here pretty quick, but thank you for everybody that's wishing me Happy Father's Day, and Happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. Jason Legg, no, you have not missed the stunt bucket doing its thing. We have had just some horrific weather and these floods and everything that's got us behind, but we're actually maybe moving into the stunt bucket job this week. Yeah, it should be a good time. So hopefully you guys can come over to Lincoln Park Speedway. Man, we have a great time at the racetrack, and we will make time to hang out with you guys whenever you get there. I'm not for sure when we'll be out at the racetrack. I'm sure we'll make an announcement once we're there, but we'll be there. So, Jeff, any updates on Lieutenant Nate? No updates. Too much other stuff going on is the reality of the what time on Friday? Jeff, chime in there. I think the races start. 5:30 hot laps, 5:36 hot laps. We'll probably be doing our thing around 6:30 or 7. Yeah, there it is, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock's going to be gates open. 6 o'clock's going to be heat races, I'm thinking, maybe. Lynn, the stump puller, I ain't pulled the first stump with it yet. We just finished up another decent sized job for Farmer Chris. We got one other little small job to hit in between, and then we're going to head down to the stump bucket. So, did I get the 2D grade system on the 235? No, I didn't. I haven't missed it yet, but I haven't yet. Joy, hello. How are you this evening? Bill Davis, 14-hour drive. That just means you need to get a 15-hour head start, bud. Come on down. It's gonna be a good time. I have not, Tony, I have not. Troy, hello from the KC area, how are you? Old school, I don't know who keeps sending Aaron the yellow paint, but let me tell you, probably hot laps. There's Ground to Glory just said. The Ground to Glory is Jeff, if you guys didn't know. Kind of put it there. Pete, here's for the new knife. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I need to invest in a refrigerator for my Pepsis. Holy cow, this one's hot. I don't know. I think the refrigerator's full. I left it in the cooler out in my truck. I thought it was colder than that, but apparently it wasn't. Jack, how are you? I guess you guys see the short on the pink paint, huh? Can't wait to see the new tennis shoes on Bubba Dump. Yeah, those videos will be coming up here in about a week. And after the shoes get on the truck, we got some awesome videos coming up. So you guys are not going to want to miss out on those. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with that. Excuse me. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with that whatsoever. We got some really cool stuff. So yeah, I do have a Sony machine. I need to get it out and plug it in. I ain't had time to work on it. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace from a buddy like a year or two ago, probably like 2 years ago, and I never took the time to actually hook it up or get it stuff. Do you still like the Volvo excavators? Yeah, I don't have anything against the Volvo excavators. I would. It depends on the size. Every manufacturer has some sizes that are better than others. So, Ray Diggs, man, we got some more videos. We got some more videos coming on the getting Bubba Dup prep for his new tires. So, yes, Ground of Glory. Aaron has found the limits of the new tires. That is for sure. Machine Mover Man, what's up? How are you? I was thinking, Machine Beaver Man, you're pretty close to Lincoln Park up there, aren't you? You should come over and visit us Friday. Kyle Smith, yeah, we were working on a job for Farmer Chris. Didn't have very good service. There, I finally caught a little bit of service. My phone blew up with 911 calls from Captain Kleeman. His exact words were, "The truck's in a really bad spot, and I need you to get here fast." So that's what we did. So Junk Box Garage, what's up? Am I gonna get a quad like? What was that? Am I gonna get a quad like Chris? Let's dig 18. No, quads are actually absolutely useless to us. It goes back to axle laws and states and what you're doing. No, that's not going to happen. That's a totally different application than what we hear. So, Pete, thank you. Yeah, it was a good time. Thank goodness for the loader, man. Yes, Man Behind the Scenes 2.0 will be with us at the races. So if you guys want to meet Man Behind the Scenes 2.0, he's got a new nickname. It's coming up in a video. He don't like it, but his new nickname is LA. So if you see Man Behind the Scenes 2.0, which is Gunner, my little kid, have to start calling him LA. It stands for Little Aaron. He's not happy about it, which means the nickname is probably going to stay. So he started calling Aaron BA. I said, yeah, it stands for Boss Aaron, and don't you forget it. Junk Spots Garage, yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. Oh, from Michigan, electric wheel loaders coming up. Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. Will you likely get the Case 140? Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier. We're in talks with the 140, and the talks are looking promising. I just hate to promise you guys something's going to show up without it actually being official. So hopefully it'll be official, and then I'll let you. As soon as I know, you guys will know. As soon as I sign the papers and make the deal, you guys will know. It's I hope so, man. I really like that 140. Mike, how do I join the members? That is a great question, and I think you have to do it from the homepage. I'm sure there's somebody else on here that can tell you that, it's I don't know. There's some really cool stuff on the member stuff, and some behind the scenes stuff, and some stuff I can't post publicly on YouTube. But if you guys don't want to do the member thing, you don't have to. Don't give me a hard time because I'm charging for content. There's millions and millions and millions of hours that I post out there for free for you guys. There's just a handful of hours that I can't post. What about the 850? Are you keeping it? Yeah, same thing. We're in negotiations on that too. That dozer has actually grown on us. We've really kind of taken a liking to it as well. It's just a little bit bigger than a D4, which does us. Catherine just posted a link to the members. Thank you, Catherine. It's just a little bit bigger than a D4, which has proved to be very beneficial. But it's not too big to where we can't still do some of these small things with us. Mike, I hit on Lieutenant Dan there a little bit ago. I haven't gave up on the project. We haven't made any progress on it either. That was the COVID project, and man, we've just been so busy with everything else. With the kids being in sports and life and work and traveling and YouTube, and yeah, it's just been a lot. So we will get back to it at some point, I promise. At some point we will get back to it. I just don't know when. Maybe it'll be after the kids take over the business, but he is tucked away. Nice and sound down there in the building. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, one of these days we'll see. What do you think? Have you thought about getting a 6x6 ADV to pull that tile trailer? No. Man, the little tractors work so damn well because you can hop on and off of them, you can zip around so good. If we do anything, we might end up with a bigger tractor, and we'll try that for a while. The smaller jobs, the little tractors work great. We put in 200,000 feet of pipe and got it stuck twice. And the little tractors, if you get them stuck, it just ain't that big a deal. I'd like to buy a bigger tractor to pull that 15-foot brush hog we got as well. Then we could also use it out on the jobs as well. But it works out. And it's so nice having that tractor and that tile cart separate from the tile. Everybody thinks we need to have the tile on the thing. If we did a bunch of pattern tile jobs, maybe, but our runs are so short. Aaron could loop around me back at the other end, have the towel strung out, have everything ready to go from we get there. Just load the towel and go. It works out. It works out. So been a few years and asked, why do you limp? What happened? I don't know. That's the way I walk. Sorry. Didn't know I limped. Apparently I do. I guess it's all the years of riding equipment. Do you own the Demco side dump trailer? No, that is still a demo. That particular trailer has been with us. They've approved it for another year. So we will have it for another year. So, you know, everybody's talking about getting a bigger trailer to pull his tile cart, but you got to think you're on and off this thing a lot. With the little tractors, you just kind of one step up and on. The big tractors, you got to kind of climb up into them and off. There's pros and cons to both. There's pros and cons to both. Richard Davis, we talked about this pretty much in length the first half of this live feed, so I'm going to bore everybody the same thing again. But yeah, we're going to get new undercarriage on it. We're going to get a new cooling system on the engine, and then if we got time, we're going to go to the cab. Is the thing. Longer fork extensions for the loader on the agenda. That's one of those wish list items, not necessity items. But yeah, it'll be if we get time, we'll throw them on there for sure. So the ones we've got have actually worked really great. Yeah, them 850, that 955 series tractor that John Deere makes. I think that's the best compact tractor that anybody's ever built. They are remarkably good machines. I've got the 655, the 855, and the 955. I'd almost like to buy me a 755 just to complete the whole series there. But I think those tractors are actually going to become. They got a cult following. A lot of people realize how good they are, and they're kind of getting hard to come by. And I think they're going to come pretty valuable one of these days. So. Ray, South Bend, Indiana, you're not too far away. You should come down and join us this Friday at Putnamville Speedway. Yeah, Locks, New York, man, them are awesome tractors. Yeah, the loader is the loader is the unspoken hero of the Dirt Perfect fleet. That thing pretty much gets started, used, and moved every day. For something. It stays on the lot the majority of the time, but man, that thing is a lifesaver more times than not. It is crazy how many times that thing, it's crazy how many times that thing has bailed us out. So, yeah, so the 322 and the 430, that is the manual drive, not the hydrostack kind of versions a little bit. So, Joy loved the 235. There's a few cons to it, but there's more pros to it. We kind of covered that a little bit earlier too, but yeah. Merle, yeah, we did get the cabins put back down. Everything's hooked back up. That video's coming out here, I don't know, a week or two. No, Sam, they are considerably different sizes. And the tires on the loader are not, I put those on there a couple years ago, 7, 8 years ago, and I bought them. They're in really good shape. Yeah, Dallas, I wouldn't want to run the loader every day, all day. It's a cable shift and no AC. And, but man, for what we use it for, it works absolutely awesome. The old iron has, yeah, it's been a rock star. Dirt Boss, what's up, bud? Yeah, that old loader, man, between the flood and just everyday shenanigans, that thing saves our bacon on a weekly basis. Curious for more flotation. I mean, other than these stupid things we do with these floods and stuff, that's not really an issue because the loader is pretty much always on hard ground. Good question, but yeah. Big tires on bump and dump. Videos coming. Videos are coming. So yeah, good question, but yeah, that it's not. There's a lot more times it would hurt us than help us. So, uh, pretty happy with what we got. Would you change the angle pitch of your plow if you designed your own cab? Not 100% for sure I follow your question there, Aaron. You mean as far as how the cab's located to get a better view of the shank? Yes. Uh, uh, yeah, there's a lot more to it than that. Is the loader an IT28? Yes, IT28B, I believe. Which the stands for Integrated Tool Carrier, correct? Which means it has the quick attach, and the 28 is a 2.8 ton machine, or 2.8 yard machine. Yeah. Uh, yeah, locks in New York. The problem is we use the loader more than we use pretty much anything else in the fleet, but we hardly ever video the thing because we're always just in a hurry loading and unloading stuff. I guess if we had a sponsored one, maybe we'd be more apt to video it, but it is crazy. I bought that loader, I don't know, it's probably been 7 to 10. Uh, yes, the septic is not an issue, Wolfpack Racing. Um, I don't know. It's probably been 10 years ago I bought that thing. I bought it for like $7,000. Transmission didn't have second gear and it was overheating because the head gasket was out of it. Didn't have second gear because of like a $2 O-ring. And I put stop link in it for like 3 or 4 years and ran it that way. Finally put like $100 head gasket on it. We've been running it ever since. Yeah, Captain Cleveland's on here. He said he was still working for me whenever I bought it, so it's been at least 10 years. Maybe it's been longer than that. I don't know. It's been uh, it's been a rock star. Other than the issues I knew it had when I bought it, I think the only other issue we had with it was the brake line going out. So, but man, that loader has been it's saved our bacon. I don't know how many times. It's crazy how stupid strong that thing is. JKO dirt and land clearing, $5. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. So, uh, Locks New York, I'm gonna give. I think I gave Captain credit in his comments on his channel. At least he was smart enough to stop. A lot of guys would have tried to finagle it a little bit farther and ended up somewhere they didn't need to end up. So at least he had all the right sides up and the wrong sides. So yeah, at least it was right side up still. So him stopping when he stopped made it much easier to get it out of there. It would have been a much harder recovery if he was 6 inches farther over that hill. So it worked a lot better. So does Captain Cleveland still work for me? Not really. I mean, if I need something, I can call him. He'll jump in and do it. But he's pretty much got his own thing. Pretty much got his own thing going. But if I need something, I'm sure he'll help me. Dave Holmes, man. Yeah, that's a tough one. It took years, and I'm still learning, to be honest with you. But you can't be afraid to try, and you can't be afraid to ask questions. That's the two big things. Uh, yeah, dude. Oh. Did I see why? I wonder why Andrew was wondering why I didn't get a blade on my 235. Yeah, because I don't want one. We don't. We do totally different work than he does, and transport reasons, soft ground reasons, compact radius machines, and the way the geometry works with the boom reasons. Uh, yeah, I'm perfectly fine not having a blade on the 235. I kind of talked about that in depth a little earlier in the live feed. If you guys want to scroll back and see that. Yeah, it's been. So how hard would it be to convert the 850 to accept your Trimble grading system? Not that hard. I think it's going to cost me about there $4,500, which is not that big a deal. It was actually on the list of stuff to do when we did the main install on the tile plow, but we kind of got running behind and ran into some other minor technical issues that ate up some time. But and then it turned into how often we still going to use the other tile plow. And if you guys seen the videos we just got posted, we still are going to be using the other tile plow. So I am going to have the Trimble system added to the 850 because we can use it for the tile plow or the blade. So that's definitely going to be something we're going to do, and it's not going to be terribly difficult to do. I'm not the expert. Joey's the expert, but talking to Joey, the 850 actually had some Trimble on it from whenever it was an Army dozer, and we can reuse some of that old stuff, which will help us out a little bit. Yeah, that's on the list of things to do, and should be fairly feasible to do. Matthew, Jerry's doing good. Yeah, Dirt Boss, man, we just been getting hammered time and time again. They're calling for rain 4 days again this week, man. It's been, we haven't had a whole lot of flooding since back in March, but it's just been, or 1st of April, but it's just been one thing after the other. Any shop build projects on the list? We do have a shop build project. We got a small shop addition going on, but it's not what you guys think it's going to be. You'll have to wait and see on that. Are there any pieces of equipment that you regret selling? That's a great question. No, not really. Everything I've sold, I've always sold. Oh, yes, Captain Kleeman. Yep, you got me. Yep, that's the one. I had a 110 TLB, tractor loader backhoe. Well, it's in my earlier videos. It was just a really handy piece of equipment. It was really powerful for no bigger than what it was. And I sold it to buy that first Kubota skid steer. And yeah, I don't know if I want that particular one back because it had a lot of hours on it. It was having some issues, but I do still wish I had a 110. You're 100% correct on that, Captain. That was a good little tractor. Had a rigid mount backhoe you could put on the back, which is an equivalent probably about a 35 to 45 mini excavator, and it was a good little machine. Then you could take the backhoe off the back and put a 3-point hitch on it, and yeah, I may have another one of those. They only made them for like a handful of years, and they're expensive. They are stupid expensive. But yeah, I do not, Jeff, there's not one day I went by and I've missed that Kubota. Any of them. I've had 3 of them. I've had a Kubota tractor. I had a U35 Kubota excavator. Both of those were before I did YouTube. Then I had the Kubota SLV 90. And I don't miss a single one of them. None of them. Neil. Yes, man, if you ever come across a good deal on a 110 that's in good shape, I'd snag that thing. I still see them every once in a while pop up on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, but man, a good used one's like $35,000. I don't need one that bad, but I do miss that one I had. I don't know if they're as good as the 55 series tractors, but they're 40. I can't remember. They had a horsepower change. I think they were only produced for 4 years. The first 2 years they were 42 horse. And then I think the last 2 years they were produced, they went up to 45 or 47 horse. But the only thing I didn't like about them is they were electric over hydraulic hydrostat. There was a little bit of delay in them. But other than that, they were really good machines. That one I had like 5,000 or 6,000 hours on it. It had quite a few hours on it. Hypotherm, I don't have no problem with the equipment. It's the company. It's the actual power head's been doing pretty good. So Would you get rid of the D4 if you have a chance to upgrade the case dozer? No, we're going to keep the D4 for the same reason we keep the old 850. It's kind of as a backup machine. It's just like this year we got so much stuff going on. The 850B's been out on the job. It hasn't been used a whole lot, but it's been out on the job catching some of these small little things. I'll pull it out of the barn. Well, whenever we did the tile down there at the abandoned farm, so that would have been back in March. And it's out on the job now. The D4 is going to be kind of the same way. I just want to kind of have a backup / extra. It's worth more to me than it is to anybody else. I don't need or have to sell it. So I know what I got. And I might even put new undercarriage on the D4. That's still a pretty solid little machine. So, David, you're going to get a bigger bucket for the 235. I mean, all my old 210 buckets fit on my 235, and I got two 60-inch buckets. So I don't, that's plenty big. And I got the 42-inch general purpose bucket that come with it. So, what's your thoughts on Case versus Deere 110? Case don't make anything that competes with the Deere 110. If you're talking about the tractors. Putting the 850J weight on front of the tile plow, sent you that out. Yeah, Randy, I talked about this in depth earlier on how the tile plows grade and the reason why we got the weight. Go back to about the 12-minute mark of this whole thing. We went into a whole big spiel about that. And long story short, the weight don't have the same effect on Bigfoot as what it does the 850J because of the way they grade. It's two totally different things. Patrick Haynes, any more equipment you want to purchase in the future? I would like to buy a 140 size excavator to upgrade the 120. And I'd like to buy a dozer to upgrade the D4, which hopefully the 140 and the 850, we can make a deal on those. After that, the only other thing I really got on my list I'd like to have is I'd like to get about a 75 to 100 horse loader tractor. One, I can use it to pull the brush hog. Two, we can use it on some of these tile jobs, especially if I get a trench closer. And three, it'll give me the option to keep something over the abandoned farm just to load out attachments and implements and stuff. Can you estimate the number of times the man behind the scenes says yeah on one day? It depends on how many questions I ask him. But that's pretty much his go-to answer is, yeah, it's a bunch. It's a bunch. So, yeah, it's a bunch. So, from the UK, man, what's up? Man, the They're Perfect visitors map has got a bunch of pins in it. It is crazy how much you guys have come by and supported. We've already had one visitors drawing winner. I think his name was Bill. We'll probably do another one here in a couple weeks. So, it's Chris. It's doing good. I think there was an update in that in today's video of the dam down there. So, good time. So. All right, guys, I hate to, Kate, any racing this year? We are going to be at Lincoln Park Speedway this Friday. That's the whole point of this, live feed. So in case you guys missed it, this Friday, June 20th, Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana. Jeff's going to be racing. Brian and I are going to do a Clash of the Champions National Equipment League event. And then Elaine just got a link to the Speedway there. And then at some point after everything's done, it's not really going to be a meet and greet, it's going to be a hangout. So if you guys come up there, we are going to have plenty of time to hang out, shoot the crap. I'll be there, Aaron will be there, Brian will be there, Bill will be there. I'm sure there'll be some other ones show up. So if you guys are in the area or get a chance, come out, man. It's going to be a good time. Everybody wants to know when they can meet us and when we can come out and hang out. This is going to be your opportunity. So I hate to jump off here, but I got a few other things I need to do yet this evening to get ready for tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Man, we had like 1,400 people here one time, which is crazy. But yeah, Lincoln Park Speedway, Putnamville, Indiana, this Friday. I think Jeff said the gates open at 5. Our event's probably going to be around 7-ish. And then we'll announce there at the track with the PA system, I'm sure, where we're going to be at, but we'll be somewhere hanging out. So hopefully you guys can make it up and have a good time. So Somebody asked me if we're going to build our own trench closer. Most likely, but not a guarantee. It depends on, we got some other stuff in the works. So, all right, guys, I need to hop off here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully some of you guys can make it out Friday. I'd love to see you. And as always, appreciate it. Later, guys.